In the pre-match press conference, among the many things you said, one of the most striking was, "Tomorrow, the rock and roll begins." There was more rock and roll in the second half than in the first. What was missing in the first half to have the kind of rock and roll that Alonso is expecting?
Yes, I agree. The second half was much better than the first. In the first, we lacked a lot, both with and without the ball. I think we lost the ball too quickly. We didn't have enough balance, and those are things we had talked about, but it took us a bit longer to adjust. I liked the reaction at halftime. We were able to give the game a different rhythm, more control, a good pause. Through that control, we could play more in the opponent's half, press better, and be closer to their area. That was difficult for us in the first half, and then in the final third, they sat back a lot, so it was tough. We had some crosses, a rebound hit the crossbar, a penalty. Obviously, this is a process. Everything takes time. The first half wasn't great. The second was better. We had to take the positives and learn from the negatives.
The club made an effort to have Alexander-Arnold and Huijsen start today. What's your assessment of their official debut?
Well, first of all, congratulations to them. It's a big day, debuting for Real Madrid, something they'll always remember. And yes, I'm happy because they've shown personality. They're going to be very important players, and having them with us gives us a real boost in quality.
If you had to describe the match in broad strokes, what did you like most and least about the team? And do you feel that these things require patience? That they can't all come together in just 9 days and 9 training sessions?
No doubt about it. We already knew this. Anyone who thought everything would work perfectly from the start was mistaken. We knew some things would go well and others we'd need to keep working on. Like I said to your colleague, I think in the second half, through better ball handling and control, we were able to impose ourselves. In the first half, we couldn't manage that.
Yesterday, you said you didn't want the team to get frustrated if things didn't go their way. Did you feel at any point in the first half that they were frustrated? And did you feel any frustration yourself that what you worked on didn't show on the pitch?
Not frustration. We had the intention to do better, but I wasn't frustrated. I knew this would take time, that some of the changes we want to make might not come through right away. We may need to keep making mistakes before we correct and reinforce them. In the second half, I saw a reaction. Some of the things we had talked about, we were able to execute better. Everything takes time and repetition to really take hold. Like you said, it's been 9 days, and with some players, only 3 training sessions. It's a process. Of course, we're under pressure to get results because we're in a tournament, but what we want to build also takes time.
Watching your team today, what part of the Xabi Alonso football identity did you see on the pitch? What made you say, yes, this is what I want?
More in the second half than the first. What exactly? Good ball movement, width, balance, players between the lines, attacking the channels, pressing high after losing the ball. That's more of what we were able to do. The first half was harder. No excuses, but it was very hot and it was a tough game to find rhythm. For example, Raúl Asensio was struggling. That's why we subbed him off. He was on antibiotics and having a hard time. Some players had it rough. Vini got cramps in the 70th minute too. The conditions were demanding. By the end, we had a bit more energy, and that's what I'll take away.
Up next is the second opponent, Pachuca. Yesterday, they surprised Monterrey with Inter Milan. Today, well, they're affected and leave with just 1 point. How do you plan to play against Pachuca, and what are your expectations?
All the teams in this group have new coaches, right? Us, Al-Hilal, and Pachuca with Javier Lozano. We'll now get to see what their approach is. Last year, Madrid played against Pachuca in the Intercontinental. I wasn't there, but it was an even match. And Madrid won in the end. Every team here has a high level, and we saw that today. Al-Hilal is a very good team with high-level players. And the next match will also be a big challenge.
I'd like to ask about 2 key plays in the match. The penalties. What did you think of them? if you saw them. Thanks.
No, I haven't seen them. The one on Fran live seemed like a penalty, and the other was too far away from me. But those are fundamental plays. And the first one, yeah, that one could have been avoided.
You mentioned positives and negatives. At first glance, what do you think needs to be improved for the next match?
Like I said, the main difference between the first and second half was balance with the ball. We were more stable in the second half, had longer possessions, whether inside or outside, and got a bit closer to their goal. In the first half, we didn't keep the ball long, and Al-Hilal gained momentum and energy. It was hard. Brahim Diaz found it tough to press. In the second half, once we grew into the game, through our offensive play, we looked better.
Can a player who just turned 17 or 18 be a starter at a club as big as Real Madrid? Or do they need to go through a logical maturation process? And you're thinking more of the future than the present.
Time will tell. But yes, they can be a starter or come off the bench. Our intention is for them to contribute from the start. We have high expectations for Franco, but he'll arrive in August. So by then, things will be clearer. For now, we're happy.
Okay, I wanted to ask, Mbappé didn't play today. He's clearly not recovered. Are you counting on him for the next match?
We don't know yet. We'll have to see how his recovery progresses. The past 2 days, he's been quite unwell with a significant viral infection, so we have to monitor him day by day.
What do you think about Franco's arrival? How important will it be for you and the team to have a 17-year-old with so much expectation around him? And also, what do you think about the heat during the matches, since it's clearly affecting the team?
It's obvious that the temperature isn't ideal. The conditions and match time aren't great for playing football. But we know this isn't just a sporting decision. It goes beyond that. As for Franco, like I said to your colleague, we're expecting him. He'll join in August, and we're looking forward to it. But right now, we're more focused on the Club World Cup.